Hey y'all, so I am here with the Flexi rod set tutorial. In this clip, I think I was doing some type of video, but I don't know what video I don't even know what I was saying. So if y'all know, let me know in the comments because I looked cute and I want to put the music to it. But first, I'm going to start off with, I dry my hair with a microfiber towel, and then I'm going to blow dry it using the brush blow dryer that I won in a giveaway. First, I'm going to detangle my hair. Always want to make sure it's detangled before I put any type of heat on it, especially when I detangle with that type of blow dryer. And then I'm adding some heat protectant. I'm using the heat protectant from Mayel. I can't remember the name right now, but I mean, I can, add that in the description. And at this point, I am very, very scared of getting heat damage. So I'm applying as much heat protectant as, I thought was good enough because, yeah, I'm just afraid of getting heat damage. I can't go back there. So after that, I turn on the hair dryer and I always start from the bottom. It took me a minute to really figure out how to use this blow dryer, but eventually I realized that I keep it on medium heat and I do 2 slow passes, and then I do a pass on high heat, one slow pass on high heat, and it ended up blow drying my hair literally just in 3 passes. It was really, really good. And then after that, I twist up the section so that it doesn't get tangled again, and I move on to the next piece. This entire blow drying session probably took me about 25 minutes after having to go over some parts of my hair because they were fluffing out too much. At this point, you see me take out a piece and get ready to flexi rod. So you want to start from the bottom, and in this clip I started from the bottom, but you'll see in the future where I start. I started from the bottom, make sure the product was dispersed all the way through my hair. I started to twist the top of my hair, just kind of playing around with it to see which was going to give me the best result. And then I always wrap my hair around the middle of the flexi rod, starting at the ends and making sure there's enough product on my hair so that it can stick. And then I slowly roll up. But as you can see, there was a little piece of my hair still out. So then I realized that I needed to change my technique. And you'll see what I ended up doing in the next clip. But of course, I wanted to show y'all the ins and outs and how everything is not gonna be perfect the first time. So then I started to do it from the top and I was like, okay, is this gonna work? And it started working. So then I realized that this is the technique that I want to use, and I'll show an even better clip in a little bit. But I rolled up my hair all the way to the top, make sure I curved over the ends so that they're nice and flat, and then I bent the flexi rods toward each other, if that makes sense. And then I'll do it a couple more times so that you can really see how it's gonna turn out. Okay, so at this point, I grabbed a new section of hair, and I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I started off using another product, but then I ended up using Camille Rose Honey Collection, the foam, and the super cream for this, and those 2 products together work miracles, not even gonna lie. You will start putting the cream on first, and then you apply the foam, as much foam as needed. And my hair didn't feel super wet and it dried pretty quickly. So that was a bomb combination. So after I applied the cream and made sure everything was sectioned, I start from the middle, okay? And I slowly curl up my hair and I roll it not rolling it on top of each other, but I roll it very, very close to each other so that it's not like a spiral, but it's kind of like the word I can't think of right now. But as you can see, they're really close together, and to me that was important. Also, so my flexi rods wouldn't be super long, because that would be annoying to sleep in. So at this point, I'm just making sure there's enough product on my hair so that it can stay, and I end up rolling the flexi rod all the way to the top. So it's okay if the top of your hair is rolled over each other, because you really want the ends to be defined. The top of it is going to fluff out regardless, and once you fluff it, you know, it's going to be expanded at the top, so that's okay. I'm showing you another angle of me doing this in the front, and with this one, sorry the quality is so bad. I'm pretty sure I had product on my camera, I didn't even know. But I'm doing the same thing. I'm rolling it up, having those pieces very, very close to each other, but not on top of each other. And then I go ahead and I roll it up the rest of my hair shaft, and I bend the flexi rod over my hair. Boom. And then that's what you want to do. And then I slept in these overnight. I think I had these in for about 2 days. You don't need to have these in that long, but that was just my choice. So taking them off, I slept with a bonnet and a scarf on for extra protection. And taking them down was honestly my favorite part, because I was tired of sleeping. Like, I hate sleeping in flexi rods. They're horrible. So as I'm taking them down, I am unraveling them in the natural way that they unravel, making sure not to pull on or tug on them, and I do not touch them very much after, because I don't have any oil on my hands. And this is in a little bit of slow motion so that you can see the full process of what it's like. Okay, so now the takedown process. I'm using the Curlsmith bonding oil to take down my flexi rod set. It's a very light oil. It's not going to weigh your curls down, and they're going to be nice and fluffy like you want them to be. So as I'm taking them down, I'm separating them where they naturally separate, and then I'm leaving them alone. It's important to just take them down where they naturally separate first before you fluff out later, because you don't want the ends to get super, super frizzy before you can even, walk outside, right? And if you have a little trouble at the ends, just put a little bit of extra oil and gently rub them. Do not pull them apart if they're having a hard time coming off at the ends, because then your ends will be frizzy. And like I mentioned earlier, your ends are the most important part of doing sets like this, because if the ends look nice, everything else will fall right into place. So as I'm taking down, as they naturally separate, I'm making sure that my hair is also dry, so that if there's a little bit of piece that's still wet or damp, I won't touch it, because it's going to dry fast now that it's out in the air. So this is one side, taken down, and I'm going to take down the other side, and then after that, I'll show you how to fluff. So it turns out at this point, the camera stopped recording, so I don't have the fluff on there. But I will add some clips of the end result, and I'll tell you guys how to fluff in the description. Thank y'all for watching, and ask me any questions you may have.